Okay. All right. We are here. I believe we are live for the first ever episode of FC MANCAKE. It's going to be a show that I'm going to do on here. Obviously, it'll be nothing fancy tonight, or probably it'll grow as it goes. But for whatever this will be episode number 1. Like I said, not too over the top, obviously, tonight. A couple things. FCC signing today. We got the new kits today, which I had a video earlier about the new kits. And then the first preseason match is against the New England Revolution tomorrow. I think it's like 3:30, so I won't be able to watch it because I'll be at work. But I will, obviously, I think there's a streaming option for it, so I'll be able to watch it later, either tomorrow night or the next day or whenever. But they are facing New England Revolution. It'll be their preseason too. I'm sure it'll be their reserves versus our whatever. There was a couple. I saw a couple people injured on Twitter. I think it was. This is what's going to be the format of it. I don't have notes. I don't have a way to get notes. So my phone will be my notes, and we are going to go through it together. Yes. And like I said, Cincinnati Soccer Talk, shout out to Cincinnati Soccer Talk. Probably the best coverage of FCC. You can argue better than the actual media coverage. But there were a couple things that popped out as far as attaining to, like, tomorrow. Tyler Gibson, out. Had an injury. He'll probably be out. I think... I forget. What was the one guy? There was a guy with a boot. Somebody had a boot on last week, and they'll probably... I think there, other than like maybe 2 or 3 nicks, and at this early, it'll be precautionary at this point. They don't want to risk anything the first preseason game. McLaughlin, doesn't it? Yes. I'm horrible with names, but yeah, he had a boot. He was in a boot, I think, last week. I think he probably, last I heard is he probably won't play, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. You want him ready for the season. So yeah. Other than a couple nicks, we're going in relatively healthy. And then obviously New England Revolution, they're going to have their preseason /reserve /whatever roster. They'll be starting and we'll be starting. And then, like I said, I don't know anybody on the Revolution. I know some of the players on MLS. The Revolution, I am completely blank on. So at this point, and I think this early, it's not really going to matter. It'll be fun to see soccer, FCC soccer again. And this was a video, Blake Smith, which is I think what I will get into now. We signed Blake Smith. He's a defenseman. I'm not sure what position defense, but he is a defensive-oriented player from Miami FC, the team NASL team that we beat in the U.S. Open Cup. That league, I don't think is playing. I think they're playing in the fall now, so that they're losing a lot of players. Obviously, we got a lot of NASL players for this upcoming season. Blake Smith, I don't know much about him. Obviously, I didn't watch any Miami FC games last year. I know the team was good last year. They were one of the best teams in the majority of the season in the NASL. So, common sense logic tells me they could have been really, really good, and he was like one of the weak spots. I don't think Alan Koch or FCC would have gone after him if he wasn't good. He's going to replace the guy Tom Harriman, the which I'll probably do another video about this, the whole situation with the failed physical, and him and his agent say we're healthy, we're looking for other options in 2018. FCC basically saying he wasn't healthy. So I'll probably do another video on that. Like I said, this offseason, so many things have happened. It's been hard for me to even, I've been almost like trying to digest it all. That's why there's been periods where I haven't even made a video. It's been 2 weeks before it make it, because it's almost like so much has happened. You're like an overload and you don't know what to post about. So from the looks of it, he seems to be a pretty solid player. I saw the highlight video that they give anyone they sign. Of course, it's highlights. It's going to have the best parts of it. It's going to be sometimes cherry picked of the best plays. But from what I can see, now obviously, like I said, I prerequisite with everything I say. I am a new soccer fan. I am not anywhere close to an expert, but I'm just saying what I can see. You can tell by watching the video, he's a pretty solid player. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Much like most of our signings, they seem pretty solid. They seem like a solid player, high character player. That seems to be what Alan Koch is going after this off season. But yeah, so here's this video. I don't know if it'll play, if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it on my end. But
how's it going, everybody? My name is Blake Smith. I'm super excited to get started with FC Cincinnati. Played against you guys last year in the Open Cup, so it'll be nice to be on your side this year. You know, very excited to get there and be a part of things, the amazing atmosphere of the home games. So look forward to seeing and meeting everybody. Thank you.
So yeah, like I said, seems like a cool guy. Seems like a really cool guy. Just by that short video. And then, of course, Cincinnati Soccer Talk having a bunch of interviews. I'll be very excited to watch those. And then, so yeah, so from what I can see, which is minimal at this point, seems to be a good signing. I don't think he'll be like I get the impression he's not as good as Hireman was. I don't know how you pronounce his last name, but the guy that failed the physical, he was supposed to be a starter. And like what I got, he's supposed to be one of the top players on the team. Floor player. I mean, defensively, not like a scorer like Ledesma or Nazmi, but the defense version of that. And I think what I get is that he might be it was a depth signing, basically. He was added for depth, which told me he probably won't start. But like I said, maybe it's the right situation and he clicks. So yeah, the next thing on item tomorrow, finally we will have FC Cincinnati soccer on the pitch tomorrow. Like I said, I think it's like here, let me get the 3:30 tomorrow at the IGN whatever it is facility that they play in. Like I said, not much going in. I don't know anything about Revolution. I know something about the Crew, Seattle, Toronto, but Revolution I blank at. So as far as analysis, you're not going to get much. This is basically just, it's going to be fun to watch FCC soccer play, finally. I would assume they'll be wearing their new uniforms, so, but we'll see. So yeah, so it's exciting. Tomorrow will finally be match day. Like I said, I won't be able to watch it because I'll be at work, but I'll be able to see this. See, this is a highlight video that I saw on Blake Smith. See if this is there we go.
To battle next Sunday. Ricardo Silva Stadium into the box. Chavez! Hay que buscar un ganador en esta jornada.